On YouTube or tune in to 1017 The Truth.
I'm Angela Bassett. As a first responder on screen, I know what it means to act fast in an emergency. In real life, the same urgency can save lives, especially when it comes to a food allergy. For 33 million Americans, one bite can turn an ordinary meal into a life-threatening reaction. And too often, they don't have the one thing that could save them: epinephrine. But emergencies don't wait. And when a severe reaction happens, being prepared makes all the difference. Now, there's a needle-free option, a new way to carry epinephrine that makes it easier than ever to be ready. No needles, no hesitation, because when the unexpected happens, the best thing you can do is be ready. Know the risk, know the options. Be ready to act. Learn more at foodallergy.org/ready to act.
Listen to the home of the 5K Gruber Cash Giveaway. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cells. We don't come out our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. I hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready, we ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue, and I'm here for the action.
And nothing but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
Salute to everybody joining the show out there in Radio Land. Salute to everybody in the chat. Who we got in the chat? S.E. Kawanda, Jeff, Josh in the chat. Hey, Dee in the chat. All right. Salute to everybody joining the show. I'll say this. I got to get right into it. I see you, Cole's in the chat. Cole. I saw something today, and I want to take some time out to send my condolences to the Reverend Jesse Jackson, who they're saying has been hospitalized. I saw a picture of him in a wheelchair a while ago, but now I'm seeing that he's been hospitalized. I want to send out a quick condolence. Not condolence, but I guess prayers. I don't know if it's detrimental or not, because I know he's getting old. But just prayers to the family and everybody affected in a negative way with Jesse Jackson, because I know a lot of people, they listen to Jesse Jackson. You know, for a long time, it was a lot of people when it came to human and civil rights, they would tell whoever they was mad at or whoever they felt violated their human and civil rights, they would say, I'm going to call Jesse Jackson. You know, so at one point, Jesse Jackson was like the one that would go around and deal with a lot of the high-profile human and civil rights, and Al Sharpton came behind him. And then, you know, I'll say this. We got some video on what's going on with Jesse Jackson, but I'll say this. I just want to make sure that, you know, we all know that prayers are needed. No matter how you feel about Jesse Jackson and what he was able to do or not do, very few people can stand in the gap. Very few people can actually command that something get done, especially when it comes to human and civil rights. So I will say this. Let's send up some prayers his way. We got some video if you're watching as we broadcast live. Let's listen.
Jackson is a historic figure in the civil rights movement. We were told overnight he was brought here to the hospital for observation. Now, sources tell ABC News the 84-year-old is being treated here at Northwestern Memorial Hospital. Jackson's longtime Chicago-based social justice organization Rainbow Push is saying in a statement that he is under observation for progressive supranuclear palsy, or PSP, a neurodegenerative disorder that he has managed for more than a decade. Adding, Jackson, who was initially diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, received confirmation of his PSP diagnosis in April. Jackson rising to the national stage in the 1960s when he was part of Dr. Martin Luther King's inner circle, calling for nonviolent protest, and was even considered Dr. King's protege for some time. For more than 60 years, Jackson has advocated for racial equality and economic justice, and he ran for president twice in 1984 and then 1988. In recent years, Jackson has been seen in a wheelchair as he battled the impact of his Parkinson's disease. Now, Jackson stepped down from his Rainbow Push organization in 2023. His family this morning is asking for prayers.
All right. Prayers to the family of Jesse Jackson. And I was telling a story the other day about my walk from Milwaukee to Washington, D.C., and how it is considered the longest civil rights march in the United States, from Milwaukee to D.C., 750 miles or more, because I think we made some wrong turns.
I think we kind of went the wrong way a couple times, but I never wanted to be like Martin Luther King or Jesse Jackson. I just wanted to be Tory Lowe. And but I never will disrespect what they have done or what they meant to so many people. So it's just one of those things where, but to me, I felt like that wasn't what I was trying to do. Even when they told me, Tory, you could do the speech, they hit me up. And when we did the march from Milwaukee to Washington, D.C., they were having a big thing at the Washington Monument to commemorate the Civil Rights Movement. And when I got there, I told them I didn't want to do the speech. I just wanted to show the reverence, but I don't want to have their legacies. I wanted to have my own space, my own purpose. But a lot of y'all want to do the big Martin Luther King speech. Y'all want to get up there and speak to all these people and give a powerful speech. I never wanted to do that. I never wanted to speak to a room full of people. I wanted to help a room full of people. That was my philosophy. Let's just help a bunch of people. Because sometimes I see a lot of people talking, but, they're not actively out there trying to get it in. So I never wanted to do that. So when I had the decision to actually do it, I split it. I split it between a young woman that was in the movement, and I split it between Frank and the young woman that was in the movement. I never wanted to do it. So at the end of the day, we all have our own purpose, and there's always somebody that's going to be around no matter where, no matter what city, no matter what's going on. There's always going to be an individual around that's going to fight for the rights of others. And salute to all of my brothers and sisters on the front lines. Salute to all of my brothers and sisters on the front lines. But like I said, this is our time. And the elders, the people that came before us, they're fading out. Y'all cannot continue to allow the elders to have to stand in the gap. It's our generation turn, and you got to step into it. That's why I say one of my goals for Truth Nation in 2025, not 2025, in 2026, is to be about that action. Let's stop waiting for somebody to come, and let's go do it. Let's roll up our sleeves and get to work even more. Salute to the people that started that journey in the last couple years. But next year, I need more people to start that journey, to be about that action, because Jesse Jackson is in the hospital. That's the end of an era. Al Sharpton, that's the end of an era. What's the new era? What does that look like? Who's going to pick up these mantles and push the community in the right direction? No matter how I felt about Al or Jesse Jackson, I never tried to really disrespect them. I just probably didn't agree with some of their ideology, but I did agree with the fact that somebody got to do something. Prayers to Jesse Jackson. When we come back, we're going to have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke. On Friday night, the Milwaukee Panthers continue their tough road trip as they head south to the Lone Star State to take on the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
Hippo White down to the lane, got to the rim. No, Fields with the rebound and the finish, and Faison Fields. Panthers with the takeaway. Dorsey is burrowing, kicking left wing. Elam open three is pure.
Scott Warris has the coverage Friday starting at 6:30 on 101.7 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 7 o'clock.
I'm very familiar with Gruber Law Offices because they're always out in the community.
Gruber Law Offices are known to be honest, hardworking.
They're always involved in our neighborhoods.
Gruber Law Offices make our community a better place.
They are the best. For nearly 40 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped people throughout Wisconsin. If you're injured, we're here to help. One call, that's all.
Wisconsin would not be the same without Gruber Law Offices.
Getting to treatment shouldn't stand between you and life-saving care. The American Cancer Society's Road to Recovery program eases your burden by providing free rides to cancer-related medical appointments. Their trained volunteer drivers are ready to pick you up, take you to your appointment, and bring you safely back home, all at no cost. Don't let transportation keep you from the care you need. Schedule a ride today by visiting their website, cancer.org/transportation. That's cancer.org/transportation.
Tracy, going back to the process, and as it relates specifically to the partnership that Old National Bank has with Housing Resource, what does the process consist of when coming through this program?
It's a referral process. We work with clients that first-time homeowners that may not have the counseling that they need. They may not have the equity, the down payment that they need. So we refer them to our partners like HRI or Housing Resources, Inc., because we recognize that those organizations, they have the resources, they have the tutorial documentation and all of those things that are necessary for first-time homeowners that don't know the process, may not know the system, may not know what's required for home ownership. So working with Housing Resources, Inc. and other partnerships that we have like through WIDA has been very, very advantageous, not only for us, but also the organizations, but also for the community.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, the Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. I want to talk about this situation with the Epstein files because the Democrats have released some kind of text messages that they said that involved Donald J. Trump. Now, let's not forget that they always had these files. They had these files when he was running for president, and then now they're releasing them now. But this is why I say when I hear Epstein now, I just think it's a bunch of trash because it's ping pong now. They just pointing the fingers, release everything. I want everything. Stop playing with the public. If somebody dealing with the kids and they did something, they need to go to jail. No, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Donald Trump, Obama, the Clintons, Bill Gates. I don't care. If it's got something to do with innocent lives being harmed, they gotta get tossed in the trash. But what I'm seeing is a political ping pong going back and forth. Just both sides saying things about these Epstein files, but you got to realize there are files and there is information that they won't release. Well, Tim Burchett, a Republican from Tennessee, he went to try to get the files released after these emails came out about Trump. He went up there and tried to file to let all the records come out. I got some video on what happened when he tried to really go and just say, you know what, stop with the ping pong and let's see what's happening. If you're watching this rebroadcast live, we got some video on this. Let's listen.
Hey everybody, Tim Burchett just left the House floor, and I tried to do a UC unanimous consent of tried to get the Epstein files, get it straight to the floor, to cut out all this nonsense, and and the Democrats blocked it, oddly enough. Now here they've had it for 4 years, and they obviously if there's something there about Trump, they would have released it, and now they're all, let's get it out. Well, I just made a motion to bring it straight to the dadgum floor, and they blocked it. So this is politics. It has nothing to do with what's doing what's right. I mean, it's Washington, D.C. to a T. And again, they ought to be ashamed of themselves, but they're probably not. Thank y'all for sending me here.
Now this Tim Burchett, he went up there to get the files released. Because, stop playing around.
And this is why I say this is manipulation, because if this was out and it was significant, why? I mean, they put 34 felons on Donald J. Trump. Why didn't they release this then? Why are they piecing this information out? Why are they dishing it out when it looked like they losing the shutdown battle? Like, put it out there. Stop playing. See, now I'm gonna get upset because now you're playing with something so serious, like the lives of children and people that were victims. Now you just trying to put the pieces out there that you want to piece out, but yet when people want to go and try to file the motions to get everything into the public, the Democrats block it. So they only piecing out, weaponizing it. They not trying to let it loose. And this is a problem. This is a real serious problem. And instead of playing around with the political rigmarole, we need to come for their heads. Because if you got files and you just piecing it out, but you could just release everything, then what kind of games is you playing? Now you're doing manipulation. And you're dealing with manipulation when it comes to lives of people who are truly injured in a certain way. And when Ghislaine Maxwell went to trial, that was under the Biden administration. That's under the Biden. If they have the stuff, let it out. This gonna make me upset because now you playing with my intelligence. You just trying to point out things to make me feel some way about Donald J. Trump. And if Donald J. Trump did anything that have to do with innocent life, they should have took him to jail for that. Instead of this Stormy Daniels and she trying to tell hush money stuff that he bought a little pay, however that went. Y'all could have used the kids if y'all got files and dirt. He would have really got sunk. They would have really sunk him before he became the president. So you had all this information while he was running for president. Now you losing the shutdown battle. And now you throw this out here. Trash. Like I said, if Trump is involved in something that's involving hurting little girls and innocent life, get the DOJ. Y'all showed that y'all can put him in court. Y'all showed that y'all could put him in a trial. Y'all did that. But you didn't put him in trial for if he touching on little girls, and like y'all trying to make us believe that he did, why didn't y'all put him in jail for that? Because y'all had the files. Stop playing with my intelligence. Stop playing. And this is why I say the bots, they feeding the bots right now. Because if somebody did something that egregious that you let them go through a whole presidency run and never put this information out there, but now y'all trying to get rid of Chuck Schumer, y'all feel like y'all losing the shutdown battle. You know what? Let's tease the audience with some emails from Epstein, because we know that this is what we can use to try to dirty up, continue to sling mud on the president. Because that's what it's looking like to me. Every time I'm out here in the streets, it's somebody, harming people every day. And I'm after them. I don't care who you is. But this political, that's why people losing faith in the politics. Because they only playing games with the public. On all levels, they not really being honest about on no subject matter. It's just a political tug of war. If I could get you to believe that the other side is the devil, that's what it looked like to me. And the people is suffering. And the people are suffering. I'm for anybody that did anything to harm innocent life to go to jail. Right now, today. No waiting. No hold up. Put the cuffs on them. Throw them in the trash. That's it. And anybody that's botted out, I can't do nothing for you because all you got to do is take a look and see that if it's so bad, why would you be teasing America with this? We talking about little kids. We talking about girls being violated. Okay. All right. I'll be happy when they release everything to the public so everybody involved can go down at one time. And I don't care if it's Trump, Obama, like I said. Y'all can play political games, but I'm an advocate. I deal with real life situations every day. I just got a call about another girl that's been missing for 2 weeks. Her mama just hit me up last night. So this is something that's close to me. And people want me to, look at what Donald Trump did. Nah, you being played because you should be mad at the people that's pinching out the information because ain't nobody going to jail. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have a pop culture report. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
So you telling me that you can make lobster tail and crab legs, it will still taste like a lobster tail and crab legs, but they vegan?
Let me tell you, and my customers can testify to this. I can make vegan chitlins.
Now, come on.
No.
I don't know what chitlins taste like because it's been about 40 years since I had them.
I love them.
But you can do that.
My best customers for my vegan chitlins are those people who still eat meat.
Download the new 1017 The Truth app now. Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 The Truth. Come in with straight truth.
Even the police department arguing over their little 12% that they want, and it's a shortage. Okay, I think at some point the people got to start using common sense. It ain't nothing personal. It's something that's community. That's it. And a lot of people try to deflect and make it personal. That's how you know they ain't doing nothing, because they try to make it personal. But really, it's about the conditions of the neighborhood, the conditions of the residents, the safety quality, the public safety ideas. Are we getting that? Are we using the taxpayers' dollars the best way we can to make a difference, to become a resource for everybody in the family to thrive? Is that happening? Yes or no? And if it's not, then you switch the coach. You get a different philosophy on the people. That's it. When times are tough, you need people to roll up their sleeves and get to work. When everything is working well, you sit back and you let it coast. You can't coast and things are bad.
Tune in to all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows all day, every day by downloading the Truth app. Milwaukee Black Talk.
I'm going to say something. I'm a conservative, as you know. I might not agree with you all the time, but even when I don't agree with you, you crack me up. And the other guy, he just pretends conservative all day. And you do make me think. But when you do better than anyone, you think on your feet.
Now that was a compliment coming from somebody who is as Trump-loving as he is, that can appreciate what we do here.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
This Associated Bank Sports Center update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel.
The Milwaukee Bucks lost a close game Wednesday night, 111-110 against the Charlotte Hornets. Giannis Antetokounmpo did not play, sitting out with a knee injury. Doc Rivers after the loss.
Yeah, I just didn't think the ball moved much. Even when we did get downhill, we took tough in-between jump shots all night. But I think our team, this is a good lesson for us, too. I think we could see a lot of things that we could have done better.
The Bucks will come back home and be in action tomorrow night with a 7 p.m. tip against the Charlotte Hornets in Cup Night action. And tonight on Thursday Night Football, the 2-7 New York Jets take on the 7-2 New England Patriots in an AFC East showdown. Kickoff is at 7:15 on Amazon Prime. This True Sports Update was brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report. Hey, brought to you by your boy Tory Lowe. Andrew, I'm gonna need you to go and get some couple stories that we gotta get to today. What's going on with Chadwick?
So Chadwick Boseman, Tory, as you know, passed away from cancer. He's posthumously getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And to me, it's about time.
Yeah, I mean, the Black Panther. I am now stripping the power of the Black Panther away. I mean, he did an amazing job. The fact that he was going through a lot of this, what I think was prostate or colon cancer or something like that. Prostate cancer. The fact that he was going through prostate cancer and he was being quiet about it so he can finish some of his roles, that let me believe that, we can't. A lot of men feel like they can't let nobody. When I said this, a lot of people was like, no, it's different. No. When it comes to men, we pride ourselves in being strong and being able to handle what we're dealing with in life, no matter what it is. And when we get sick, it's almost like a sign of weakness. You know what I mean? So a lot of men don't. A lot of men don't say anything. So we got some video on this. Do we got some video on this?
But back to this. So when's the last time you've been to the doctor?
I get my checkup all the time. I didn't already advance past whatever, that was. My granddaddy definitely had to carry him out a couple times when he was sick. He didn't want to go to the hospital until he couldn't even move. So somebody had to grab his feet and somebody had to grab, the top part and put him in the car and take him to the hospital. So this just reminds me of how we have to make sure, we have to continue to make sure we're checking up on our health and making sure that we are going through the process of making sure that we have those ideas. Because sometimes when you don't know why you're sick, your brain will be like, oh, it's just a cold. Maybe it's the flu. It may be something deeper than that. So here we go. Like, salute to him getting the the star on Hollywood star. Because I used to wonder how you get the Hollywood star. I mean, do you have to pay for it?
I think sometimes they do pay for it, Tory.
Right. Do your crew or some people, I think somebody have to come together with some money to pay for the star. I don't think it's free. I don't think it's something that you get for free. I think that if you can come up with the money, I think that's the entry. Like you get to enter in, and then you go up against other people that came up with the money, and then they'll say, okay, this is the person. How much do you think it costs? Do they got a number? I wonder, can I get a star? How much? Maybe GKB can put some money together and get me a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I don't know. I walked on it plenty of times, and sometimes it'd be people like I don't even know. I'd be like, who is this person?
Do you want to guess how much it costs?
Is it free?
It's not free.
$1 million.
Less than $1 million. Sponsorship is approximately $75K.
$75,000.
$75,000 to $85,000 just for sponsorship.
Okay, and then are there any requirements? Like, okay, you got the 75 now, right? Can anybody put a star, or you got to be, now that enters you into the conversation?
So anybody can be nominated.
Anybody.
But you have to have some sort of notable link.
What you mean notable? Like what, a movie?
A movie, TV show.
Like something where everybody knows.
Right.
Like if you went viral on TikTok. Can you
I don't know if they'd put a viral TikTok star on there.
Viral now is running the game. So if I go viral on TikTok, can I get a star? If I get 75,000. That's notable, especially in today's time.
I think 100,000 they put you on.
Oh, wow.
TikTok famous? Come on.
Yeah. It's, you know how many people TikTok famous that if it weren't for social media, a lot of the people we're seeing would never be in the public eye.
So next to Grammy winners and Oscar winners, we have Andrew Zimmel, TikTok star.
More like Tory Lowe, not Andrew Zimmel in there. Your TikTok only got like 4 people on there. How many?
No, you're
how
famous,
many? How many followers you got on TikTok?
A couple hundred.
Daddy, they may make you pay $1 million to get a star.
Damn.
But like I said, it's possible now. Because I thought it was more than 75,000.
You thought it was more than that?
Yeah, I mean,
you thought it was free.
No, I thought that. Originally, I thought that when you got the star, you was this big, celebrity, and you did all this work. Here you go. But really, you gotta pay money. Then I think that it may be a pool of people who got the money, and then they decide from the pool of people that paid the fee.
I just can't believe it's taken this long to get Chadwick a star. I thought this would have been like,
how long he's been gone? Since, for about 2 years, 3 years?
It's been like 4 years, Tory.
4 years? Okay. That's not long. Because if you think about it, you got 4 years after a football player retires for them to get into the Hall of Fame. Right? I don't think this was long. I think it was kind of along the same standard. He just had to pass away, but he couldn't get it like, while he was alive. But 4 years after his death, I think that's pretty quick. Well, what else do we have? What else we have? We got something more controversial. I don't even know anything about this person, Queen Key Sparks. You know who Queen Key Sparks is?
I listened to summer music today, Tory.
She got music?
She has music.
I don't know.
The rapper.
But she had said something controversial, Truth Nation. Her thing was, would you stay if your partner cheats but still provides? This is what she had the social media buzzing about. Not her music. Wasn't her music. It was the controversial, cheating is a trigger word for people. You say the word cheating and, oh my goodness, what's going on? I'm cheating. That's why the show Cheaters was popular. So anything about cheating, ears gonna perk up. Do we got any audio on what she said? We got some audio on what she said about dealing with a cheater if they're a provider. If you listening, if you watching as we broadcast live, we got some audio on this. Let's listen.
Oh, she's so dumb. She let him cheat. Nah, let me tell y'all how this shit work. If a motherfucker can carry your dumb ass, yeah, you gonna let him cheat, bitch, respectfully. And if you got anything to say, you gotta go. Fuck you talking about? Y'all be thinking, nah, is doing their job. It's your job. It's your job to shut the fuck up and get your cheated on. You bring any problems, who taking care of your ass to go.
Oh, wow.
So that be on
choosing.
Be dumb, they be smart. They be choosing to still get taken care of. Actually need to be more smart. I think the dumb bitch goes with all that attitude, all that trying to control motherfuckers make people be faithful, but then they broke as hell. Now that's a dumb bitch. A smart bitch is gonna shut the fuck
All right, here we go.
and get her ass cheated on.
That's that bad B mentality. I don't know. I need Liz Brown. I need Liz Brown to comment on this because I'll say this. It is a culture out here that want to be taken care of, that want you to take care of them. They don't have to like you because there's a lot of people saying that they seen a lot of ugly people with some fine people. And they saying that the ugly person got cash. And that's, you know what I mean? That's the relationship. Some people are trading off comfortability for looks, you know. They want that trophy. And she's basically saying if you live in this type of lifestyle, if the guy go out and cheat, and if he providing for you, you need to shut up. He taking care of you. I am seeing a lot of people that are looking for people to trick. I mean, we call it simping, but this is a culture. What she's saying is, if you in this style of living, the bad B type, you want to be one of these type of people to be taken care of, you got to look the other way. I know on Instagram it look all sexy and all glamorous and they out on vacation, but they never show the guy. They never show the guy. They ain't got no job. They always on vacation. They always on a cruise. They always somewhere in the camera. You never see the guy. That's that kind of lifestyle. That's that bad lifestyle. They want to be taken care of. And then if it's another girl in the mix, you got to look the other way. You got to shut up, you know, and just keep it moving because you're being provided for. This is basically what she was saying. SE in the chat says, wow, I'm sorry she doesn't have enough respect for herself to know that she doesn't have to settle for being treated that way. Kawanda in the chat says, it be females like this, that makes it hard for women like me in my diamond from Players Club voice. Oh, diamonds from Players Club. I'll say this. We got to get back to the structure, the natural structure of just working together. Because now if I want something from you, let's say I got money. You don't even know me. You wasn't even shooting hoops with me in the gym. You wasn't around when I was shooting in the gym. And then you want to come and then partake. You want me to pay 100% of your lifestyle. But yet, when you get divorced, you won't have. See, a lot of people are starting to wake up to that. Like, okay, so you don't want to go 50-50 in the relationship, but when you leave, you want to take half. You want 50-50 on the way out. And this is what a lot of men are saying. This is what a lot of men are starting to point out. So they feel like, okay, well, this woman is with me only for the cash, and then if she want to leave, she want to take half. So if I'm taking care of you, I'm gonna make you sign this NDA, or I'm gonna put something in my mama's name. So you know, a lot of famous people are not allowing their riches to be in their name. So now they marrying women, and they real net worth maybe on paper looks like it's a lot, but it's really zero personally. Because they don't have anything, what they say, own nothing but own everything or something like that. Like they own everything, but in their name, they don't own anything. Yeah, a lot of women running into that now. What did Kawanda say? I sure not about to call myself a bad. My two friends know I don't play that. And then when a man call them a, you know, they want to be mad, it make sense. It's definitely a lifestyle out here that Cardi B, a lot of these female rappers is pushing. But then look how hectic their lifestyle is. Look at what she's doing right now with Stephon Diggs with the. Okay, you know what I mean?
7-2.
It seems like they're pushing this lifestyle that's toxic and chaotic, but they don't want to be cheated on. But like this woman said, you got to look the other way for it to work. She definitely looked the other way with Stephon Diggs. But she's still married anyway, so what can she say? Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is 1017 The Truth, Kyle Wallace, and the time is now, Milwaukee. Truth to Power is your platform, and on my show, our community always has a voice. There is no topic that is off limits, and I always give you my authentic opinions on how I feel, because keeping it real is the only way I know how to get down. Listen to Truth to Power with me, Kyle Wallace, every day from noon to 1 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube at 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Life's better with American Family Insurance, because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
There's nothing like Milwaukee Bucks basketball at Fiserv Forum. The dunks, the defense, the roar of 17,000 fans. It's even better when you're with friends or family. From jaw-dropping plays to buzzer-beating threes, every game is packed with unforgettable moments that you'll get to share together. So gather your crew and get your single game tickets today at bucks.com/single. That's bucks.com/single.
Talk to these people in terms of, how do I register for this program despite my reservations and my previous experiences of rejection?
Yes, I tell anybody and everybody that you can buy a house. It may take somebody longer than the other person depending on what your circumstances is with your credit and income and affordability, but you can purchase a house. The first step would be is to register for our program. You can come to our office, 7830 West Burleigh Street, or you can give us a call at 414-461-6330, or just go onto our website, hri-wi.org. Register for the First Time Home Buyer Education Workshop. That's going to be your first step to home ownership. During that class, you're going to learn everything that you need to know from A to Z, how to get approved for a house, how to look for a house and put an accepted offer, and how to close on a home.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tory Lowe Show. I want to talk about this TikTok influencer to pay $1.75 million over an affair with her manager. It's still a couple states that if you cheat, if you break up a marriage, you can go to court and get sued. Well, this TikToker found out the hard way, messing around with somebody's marriage. We got video on this. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. Let's listen.
A modern-day Montague feud gone viral.
And it was nothing but lies.
North Carolina TikToker Brene Kennard ordered to pay $1.75 million after a jury found her liable for having an affair with her manager, Tim Montague, characterized under North Carolina law as criminal conversation and alienation of affection. Montague's ex-wife, Akira, suing Kennard for her deliberate interference in the marriage, including wrongful and malicious acts.
What's up, y'all?
Saying in a court filing, Kennard engaged in behavior designed to seduce him, like wearing very short skirts and twirling her hair in a flirtatious manner. The plaintiff's attorneys presented evidence, including sexual videos and texts, a video of Kennard dancing in the couple's home, and another video of her saying she cannot wait to be Mrs. Montague.
Oh, wow.
They argued the TikToker, who had millions of followers, flaunted their relationship on social media.
Hi, guys.
that says that my client was telling the truth.
Akira Montague saying as a result of Kennard's actions, she has suffered humiliation, mental and emotional anguish, and injury to her health, adding their actions deprived their 2 young children of a 2-parent household.
She has received justice from losing her husband and the father of her children.
But Kennard argues she had Montague's consent.
She gave her consent. She said it was okay because she knew her marriage was over with and it was done.
Kennard now calling herself Mrs. Montague, saying the couple are married, though NBC News couldn't find any legal documentation supporting that claim. She tells NBC News in a statement, the verdict wasn't fair at all. I fought the lies for 8 days and the jury sought sympathy, not facts, adding it's not over until God says it's over. Tim Montague adding about the TikToker, my wife had no fair shot, especially when defending herself against an entire team of attorneys. As for that $1.75 million payday,
I don't know, but she'll probably never see it.
Oh, wow. They got her, though. If she ever get a job at UPS, they're going to garnish her check. That's what's going to happen. You're going to be garnished for the rest of your life. She says she ain't going to get the money. You got it. If it look like you're going to have to get a job, and if you file any income taxes, I don't know if they do the income taxes like that. They garnish the income tax, but that's a lot of money to owe. You can't be messing around in certain places. And then when it come to marriage, okay, I was looking it up. Can you sue somebody if somebody take your spouse, if you married in the state of Wisconsin, can you sue?
You cannot get sued for breaking up a marriage in Wisconsin.
What? You can't. So you can't take nobody to court.
I don't think so, Tory.
Oh well, I looked it up a while ago. What statute are you reading? What statute? What are you referring to say that you can't do it?
I just have a legalist website up.
Oh, okay.
See, states that you can get sued for, and
what are the states you can? That I might get married in those states.
Oh wow.
Which one? How many? They say it's a few of them.
Alabama.
Yeah,
it looks like Louisiana, Texas as well.
Okay.
So it looks like a lot of the southern states.
A lot of southern
Bible
states.
Belt.
Oh wow. So I got to go back down south to make sure.
I may be.
Hey, because you make them vows. You got to honor those vows.
How in your face is it though too on TikTok? I stole your husband. Come on, man.
Well, the thing is nowadays, Kanye West was trying to tell people. He was saying there was a formula to this music now. I got to take your girl. I got to be materialistic. He was giving a formula. Like he said, the most top rap songs got this certain formula in it. And one of the formulas was, I'm going to take your partner or I'm going to take your girl. In the lyrics, it's a formula to rap now that they are pushing on the community. And a lot of people think that a lot of the hip hop is CIA operations kind of like when they dumped the drugs in the community. Yeah, they did that. The government did that. So the music, they weaponized the music against black families as well. So they're looking at it like that. And Kanye West was trying to expose that. But then I'd seen Kanye West over there apologizing to a Jewish rabbi for all the stuff he said, a couple weeks ago? Yeah, I saw that video too. So here we go. What are they saying in the chat? Oh, Kawana said, yes, they will garnish her taxes. $1.75 million. She'll be dead in her. If they have kids because she married her husband, they may be in debt.
That's a lot to get sued, man. To break up a marriage?
Yeah, that's why I say they got we live in Wisconsin. Because I guess you can't do it in Wisconsin. Kawana says Wisconsin is rarely enforced however, it's considered a felon in Wisconsin for anti-adultery laws. I read that already. I said you could get a felony in Wisconsin. You may not can get sued, but you may can get a felony or something.
So for cheating on your partner, you might get a felony?
I don't know. I told you supposed to be the one to look this stuff up. This is why you back there. Don't ask me. Let's look and see. Try to see if we can get it up. I want to know. Because I think we had this conversation a while back. Didn't we have this conversation a while back about cheating on folks in Wisconsin? Miss Nikki says, and the wife get child support and alimony, so she gonna get her money one way or the other. That's tough. What state was that again? I need to get married in. What state to get? Texas?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Okay, I might go get my marriage certificate in North Carolina.
So in Wisconsin, adultery is classified as a Class 1 felony, which can result up to a $10,000 fine and jail time.
Right. So it's for what? For cheating?
For cheating, yeah.
Okay, so if you married in Wisconsin and you cheat, the person that got cheated on can file charges, and you can end up with a felony.
But you got to prove that it was physical, and you got to prove that they were cheating.
Well, now people got it in the phone. All I got to do is get the phone and go take it to the judge. Look at this, judge. Judge, look at this. You know, people put everything in their phone now, so
look at this.
All the evidence in the phone. Hey, y'all better be careful out there in the state of Wisconsin. Now, if they go tell a judge they caught you cheating, they got your iPhone, they got your Android, it might be a wrap. You might not have nothing to get nobody no toys for Christmas. You might be behind bars. Charged with a felony for cheating. Here we go.
Imagine explaining that to your friends.
Hey, stay out of other people's relationships. That's what Kawanda says. Stay out of other people's relationship now. Leave it alone. If they married, they trying to trap you. But like if they married, they really putting themselves in jeopardy because they the cheater. So think about it. Okay, so somebody in a marriage, they messing with you. Now the side piece got a weapon. I'm gonna make sure you go to jail for cheating. Because the side piece don't go to jail. You going to jail. So if you cheat on the side piece, they can call the state with the evidence that you cheated on your spouse, and now you get to go to jail. See, that's too much. That's too much. Maurice M says passport bros is up. Wow. People leaving the country. Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to open up the lines, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
It's a big week for Educators Credit Union during College Scholarship Month on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. They will highlight the $70,000 in scholarships Educators Credit Union gives to 35 outstanding high school seniors in southeastern Wisconsin. We will also discuss their useful college planning resource tool, which can be found on the Educators Credit Union website. Educators Credit Union, achieving more together. For more information, visit ecu.com. It's College Month on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth, and we want to help your young scholar get those free scholarship dollars. All month long, we'll be highlighting local organizations who help students find thousands of dollars in scholarships each year. So be sure to tune in to 101.7 The Truth's College Month so you can learn how your scholar can get those scholarship dollars. College Month on The Truth is sponsored by Marquette University and Educators Credit Union. Where strong voices meet strong opinions.
Tell your kids who were supposed to be the seventh generation that Paw Paw's an idiot because Paw Paw decided he wanted to be Make America Great, but meanwhile, the Chinese ain't buying soybeans from us no more because of policies Donald Trump put in, and they voted for us. You know, I don't know what we're gonna do. I know what you should have did. You should have voted for somebody that wasn't gonna put tariffs out there. I love God, but God can't save you from nonsense. You don't deserve a bailout. You can't sit here and vote one way, and then when your economy gets decimated, your way of life gets destroyed, you want to pray to God? God didn't tell you to go to that poll and vote against your own best interest. That was your own damn problem. That was you. Don't ask for prayer when you block your own blessing. That's why I don't feel bad for these farmers. You voted for this, and now you reap what you sow.
Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace, every weekday from 12 to 1. Streaming live on YouTube and on 101.7 The Truth.
teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
Get the truth and nothing but the truth with Sherwin Hughes every weekday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on 101.7 FM, 1510 a.m. WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 101.7 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. A major boost to help students prepare for college in Milwaukee Public Schools. $46 million is going towards the Gear Up initiative, with funding from a federal grant along with local and national partnering organizations. Greater Milwaukee Executive Director Linnell Ramey.
We want to first make sure that all young people in the program have support. Support not just educationally, but socially and emotionally as well. Because we know all of those things are needed so you can grow and prosper long term.
Gear Up will support more than 4,000 MPS students starting in grades 4 through 7 and follow them into their first year of college. A Republican gubernatorial candidate is proposing sweeping changes to Wisconsin elections process. Under the plan proposed by Josh Schuman, the Wisconsin Elections Commission would be abolished, replaced by an elected official Schuman says would be held accountable by Wisconsin voters.
We're always better off having things in the hands of elected officials with good, competent public servants helping to administer.
Under the plan, all statewide elections would also be moved to the fall. Schuman says he fully expects the legal battle to play out.
It seems like lawfare is now the way forward, aside from the politics.
Governor Tony Evers signs an executive order that reduces red tape around emergency assistance. The order bypasses state rules under the Department of Children and Families, making it easier for low-income parents facing homelessness or other crises to apply. State officials will still verify eligibility, but can list hardship caused by the federal government shutdowns as a reason. Groups of 2 to 5 people may receive up to $1,200 or $220 per person in a group of 6 or more. This has been your news update. The Tory Lowe Show continues on the new 101.7 The Truth.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And the year is winding down, and we've been going over so many things, kind of almost in recap mode of 2025 almost. Because I done already gave out my list for next year, what I need the community to do. I done already gave out the list, but I need to kind of recap this kind of situation because I have more and more people calling me about these young people from ages 12 to, I think, 15, 12 to 15, doing things now that are just, I can't even understand where they learn this behavior from. And there's a story that I want to highlight. 12-year-old girl charged with multiple robberies in Washington, D.C. And I brought families in that had difficulty with their young ones from Milwaukee in the studio. But this story kind of stuck out to me because it was a 12-year-old girl charged with multiple robberies in Washington, D.C. Is she just walking up on folks with the pistol like, give me your stuff? I mean, what is going on? 12 years old, a young girl? If you're watching this, we broadcast live, I need y'all to listen to this.
In trouble.
All right. So, and we've been talking about the youth all year. Are we providing them with resources, things like that? I was just at MATC speaking to the children from the GAP program that came into the studio several times. I believe in trying to touch them, get to the kids, give them the instructions. I believe in trying to make sure that they have been exposed to ideas, as many ideas as possible, so they can make better choices moving into the future and being a resource for them as well. So it's just interesting to see when kids take a more darker path in life. Like when everybody starts kindergarten, everybody got dreams of being a teacher or a firefighter or, I wanted to be an astronaut, but y'all already know what the teacher did to me. The teacher told me to be a firefighter after I said I wanted to be an astronaut. She told me to be like a firefighter or a police officer. So she tried to reduce my dreams. But what I'm saying is, how do kids go from kindergarten to being around 12, 13, 14, 15 years old and committing crimes? I want to put something in the poll. I want this in the poll. Are children a reflection of the parent? Are children a reflection of their environment? Are children a reflection of the peer pressure? Or all of the above? I need to put that in the chat. Because I know some kids that have good parents, but the peer pressure from friends and people they started associating with took over, even though they know the right thing. And I know some children that didn't have parents that came out pretty all right. Like your boy Tory Lowe. I know some people that had parents and turned out all right. So it's not one way. But I want to know, what is a contributing factor to a child's behavior? Is it the parents? Some people say they blame it on the parents. The parents need to take control. Then the parents take control, then Child Protective Service show up. They done went to the school and told the teacher that the parents tried to take action, and now they got 2 white women and 5 police officers standing in front of the house. Yeah, I mean that's what it is. That's what I seen with the clipboard. That's it. I've been in these situations multiple times. I seen some black social workers though, and I had to handle a lot of different social workers. I was just saying, like, this is what happens when you try to be a parent and then they go to the school and tell. But is it the child's behavior directly influenced by the parents, the environment, peer pressure, or all of the above? Take the poll in the chat. I want to know. If you want to join the conversation today, what is going on with the youth? What behavior? What controls the behavior many times? And peer pressure is 24 hours a day now. I always say, when we was coming up, when we got in the house, it was a wrap. It wasn't nothing else. Only what you was thinking about in your mind. But now with these phones, and some of y'all let the kids have the phones, and hopefully y'all monitoring these kids on these phones. But the peer pressure now is nonstop. I want to know, We got Al on the lines. How you doing now?
I'm doing wonderful. First of all, we got to start sitting here talking about, its resource. The resource is supposed to be the mother and father. That's supposed to be the main resource. And then we got to start putting this thing out here that, CPS going to show up at my house. The police going to show up at my house.
If they go to school and tell, I seen it. I'm an advocate for Child Protective Services, so I see it.
Yep, but we also know if a neighbor in the neighborhood do something to your kid, you ain't going to care about CPS or the police. Because that's the one time you're going to say, I'm going to jail today. So we got to stop putting up here like people.
I mean, I'll say this to second what you just said right there. They ain't no neighbors messing with the kids nowadays. That used to probably happen when my grandma was coming up, but it ain't happening now.
Well, I understand that because I just told a senior yesterday, F them kids. They're not your responsibility.
Oh, wow.
If mama don't care and if daddy don't care, then you don't care. See, we have to stop. We got to stop putting this stuff like it's the community responsibility.
So it don't take a village. So when they say it takes a village, what do they mean then?
You can look out, but it's not the village responsibility. The village does not give first and last names. No, they don't. And we keep putting this thing. Oh, it takes a village. Well, if you come to that village, at least do the basic part. Because the more the seniors do, the less the parents will do. So the parents need to take the responsibility. I just told the senior yesterday, she barely can walk. She's trying to fight for her health, and she worried about somebody else's kids. I said, F them kids. You better worry about you. Because you go down there and do that, they still going to let them kids come right out. The more them seniors do, the less the parents will do. And I stand by on that. If the kids don't want to do right and the parents don't want to do right, F them kids. Because they're going to continue to do what they want to do. And it is not the community problem or to take the responsibility of the mother and the daddy. Daddy know how to come home when them taxes about to come through.
So I guess Al's saying basically it's the parents. Al's saying that it's the parents. If you want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017. We got one for the parent. What the poll say? What the poll saying? What they saying in the poll? Okay, hold on. I can't see. Let me refresh my poll on my side. Because I want to know where the percentages is before we run the break. Most people are. What is the percentage on of each one, Andrew?
9% for the parents, 0 for environment, 0 for peer pressure, 91% for all the above.
Hold on, 91% saying all of these things play a factor. All right, look, when we come back to Nation, we'll have more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. On Friday night, the Milwaukee Panthers continue their tough road trip as they head south to the Lone Star State to take on the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
Pippa White down to the lane, got to the rim. No, Fields with the rebound and the finish, and Faison Fields. Panthers with the takeaway. Dorsey is burrowing, kicking left wing. Elam open three is pure.
Scott Warris has the coverage Friday starting at 6:30 on 1017 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 7 o'clock.
It's 1017 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 6 years. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30 of 2025.
Wisconsin winters can be tough, and so are higher energy bills. The Community Advocates Milwaukee County Energy Assistance Program is ready to help you. Eligible Milwaukee County residents can receive help with their energy bills and weatherization benefits to keep you warm and help you manage your heating and electric bills. Schedule your personal appointment at keepwarmmke.org or call 414-270-4653. For more details about locations and hours of operation, go to communityadvocates.net. This program is administered by the State of Wisconsin Department of Administration.
Your home has been working hard for you. Now it's time to let it work a little harder. With a home equity line of credit from Brewery Credit Union, you can turn the equity you've built into smart solutions. Pay off high-interest debt, remodel your kitchen, or take care of life's unexpected expenses with flexible access to funds when you need them. Apply today and put your home's value to work for you. Visit brewerycu.com or stop by Brewery Credit Union. Equal housing lender. Federally insured by NCUA.
My name is Adrienne, and I was hurt in a car accident. What Gruber Law Office has done for me was made me feel safe. It didn't cost me anything, just one call, that's all.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. We got a question in the chat. We got a question online. Are children's behaviors directly affected by the parents, the environment, peer pressure, or all of the above? We got a poll going on in the chat. They said 28% said children's behavior basically is shaped by the parents. When they say the environment, that means through the environment. They say that children coming up in certain parts, if they don't have a certain score by the third grade, they start looking at prisons. You know, these are environmental statistics that they use by testing. Okay, so I'm just saying, is it peer pressure? They get around the wrong buddies, influenced by the wrong people. 833-212-1017. Al chimed in and said something about the senior citizens, that he was talking to a senior citizen. Remember when I started the show, I said about Jesse Jackson and all the elders that, not elders, but elders, because sometimes pillars of the community are the true elders. But the elders, many times, they continue to fight because a lot of people just kind of got laxed. So they, beyond their years, they still trying to, do what they would have done in their prime because they see the need. They do see the need, but this is why I say it's horrible that the elders have to stay beyond their years in active mode because nobody's stepping in. But speaking of the elders, we got a story that I want to talk about that's going on, and I'll say this: this is one of the things that we got to continue to discuss about these senior citizens right here in the city of Milwaukee. McGovern Park Senior Center closure, seniors press for reopening. Now, McGovern Park has a senior center that we had on the show before. And the elders were complaining about this place where they had to go and meet, kind of talk to their friends and things like that. But that got closed down. And the seniors wanted to be reopened. I want to make sure we continue to follow up on what's going on with this senior center. If you're watching as we broadcast live, we got video. Let's listen.
While McGovern Park Senior Center sits isolated and unused, the push to save it is happening nearly 5 miles away.
It's
my second home. It's a home away from home. We love our center. We love our community.
Tuesday, dozens of seniors packed Milwaukee's Clinton Rose Senior Center. A panel of the county's leaders and representatives hosted a forum there on the future of McGovern Park. The building's been closed since August after leaders say historic flooding led to high levels of mold.
We need to think first and foremost about their health. And with the air quality condition at McGovern today, we cannot open that building.
Aaron Hertzberg is with the county's Department of Administrative Services. He says since August, crews have been trying to clean and dry out the building, but mold levels are too high and spread out. He says right now the county is waiting on the results of an engineering study. This will let them know how water's getting in and how to prevent mold from coming back. Leaders say the building's had a history of flooding, an issue likely to continue.
Ultimately, it's not just about the cleanup, it's about making sure we don't have this issue all over again.
In the meantime, the question is, what happens now?
We want somebody to care. We deserve to be cared for. We're seniors.
County leaders say there are alternative services throughout the area, but frustrated seniors say they shouldn't have to keep traveling far and wide for them.
We want our own senior center on the northwest side. We want them to show us that they care about seniors on the northwest side.
Wow. I'll say this. They've been complaining about this. Why don't they just build them a new one? That's the least they could do for the seniors, in McGovern Park. They want something in their community where the seniors can gather, and that's not asking for too much. They're asking for a vote. They're asking for everything else. They're asking for tithes and offering. Get them seniors something. I would have just worked on a new, instead of sitting around closing up stuff. I would have just immediately got to work on a new one if I had the power. This happened in August? Yeah, during the floods. I would just say, okay, we finna make a new one. We finna tear this one down since it got so much mold in it. And I remember when families used to complain about mold to the city, they said it was no laws for mold. Or it was no laws for mold, or I think it was no laws back then for lead during the time. So when people were saying that they had mold in the basement and the landlord wasn't trying to do anything, they would tell them to go get some type of spray and spray on the mold that would kill the mold. That was all they would tell them. But now they bringing up mold for the senior center, and it's a problem. Well, if that's the case, a lot of people living in these houses with mold, are you going to tell them that the house is not livable? And I know mold will make you sick, but I'm just saying, now you're using it as a reason for your benefit. And I would say, look, seniors, if I had the power, seniors, this building may not be good for your health, but we're going to tear this building down and we're going to put up a new one. How did that sound? And get to work on it. We got Lisa on the lines. If you want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017. How you doing, Lisa?
I'm doing good. How are you, Tory?
Blessings, Queen.
Thank you. Now, most of the voters know that I don't vote. I don't want to be involved in confusion. I don't do confusion. I don't do misunderstanding. I don't do quabbles and all of that fighting and all that stuff they're doing. So you got to do all that. That's confusion. But I understand Trump does not have a medical plan. I used to work for Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Let me tell you the difference between Blue Cross and Blue Shield and Medicaid. Now, your job, they have a plan. They can write in any of the medical benefits that they want to plan. If you want gastric bypass, no cosmetic surgery, they write it in the plan. You have to pay for it. Now, say you need a chest x-ray, and that's not covered. You have to pay for that. Okay, now the difference in Medicaid pays everything. Medicaid tell the doctors and the hospitals, hey, okay, if aspirin you're charging $100, we're only going to charge you $25. We're only going to pay you $25. So they don't get the full benefit. They get all the clients that are on Medicaid, but they don't get the full dollars.
Hello? Okay, well, all right, well, 833-212-1017. If y'all want to, chime into the conversation today, I guess she was trying to explain the ideal of the Medicaid in healthcare, I guess, prices or something. I mean, I'll say this: a lot of the ideas of Medicaid and healthcare have been messed up for a long time, and it was messed up before Donald Trump came into the building. So, hey, I just hate that we get caught up in the political back and forth, and we this is where we live in this kind of politically charged environment. But then when the senior citizens ask for things that they need, they was basically asking for a senior center. And so I guess it went into Medicaid. I guess, Lisa was trying to tell us something about Medicaid and the ideal of pricing. But I'll move on. I guess they don't want to discuss the seniors and a solution for that situation. If you want to talk about it, 833-212-1017. But I do want to get into this. They caught this guy they had a $25,000 reward for him. Milwaukee team that was shot. There was a situation where this man went on the run, and everybody's talking about it. This has been all over social media. He was arrested in Oklahoma. When we come back, we're going to talk about that. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Ready to watch the Packers like a VIP? Cousins Subs put you in the center of it all on the 50-yard line in plush recliner seats, complete with personal TVs and your favorites delivered from Cousins Subs. 2 pairs of fans are selected before each regular season home game to enjoy this one-of-a-kind experience. Enter daily to win the best seats in the house, only from Cousins Subs. Cousins Subs. We believe in better. See rules and eligibility for details.
Did you forget the first day of school is this week and little Nancy still needs her name embroidered on her backpack? Or the company shirts are due now, not next week? Maybe the boss just declared Steve's retirement party is today and the shirts are mandatory? Whatever the rush, Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more in Mequon has got you covered. With fast turnarounds, no minimums, eco-friendly printing, and high-quality custom apparel, Big Frog brings your custom ideas to life fast. Stop by Big Frog in Mequon or visit bigfrog.com/Mequon. Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more, where your ideas leap to life.
Today's College Month Spotlight on the award-winning 1017 The Truth is brought to you by Marquette University, and I am so excited to be joined by sophomore at Marquette, Kennedy Luckett, who is the first Wade Scholarship Award recipient, and she received that award live on the Today Show. Kennedy, thanks for joining us here today. How you doing?
I'm doing really good.
That is fantastic. Let's get right into it. Why did you choose to become a Marquette Golden Eagle?
I chose to be a Golden Eagle because even when I was applying, the emails they sent me seemed very personable. They really wanted me there. They were even letting me know about scholarship opportunities. They were letting me know about honors programs, so they let me know about honors and stuff like that. It just seemed like they really wanted me to be there, and they really wanted to inform me about all they had to offer. And that is very important to me because I didn't want to go to a super large school. I wanted to be able to connect with my professors, which I've had the opportunity to do. I didn't want to seem too drowned out by everybody else. I wanted to really get the connections that I could be able to use, and Marquette definitely showed me they wanted me there and that they could do that.
That is fantastic. I know Marquette goes the extra mile to make sure students understand what that Marquette experience is going to be. But what has been your favorite part about being a student at Marquette so far?
My favorite part has been how walkable the campus is. It's super beautiful. I love just walking and going on walks, and I feel safe in the campus. You can't just go walking everywhere, So being able to just do that on my campus is really nice. And then also the different connections I get to make, even being able to get a Wade scholarship and meeting Dwayne Wade, I was like, whoa, that's super cool.
That is so cool that you had that experience to meet the Dwayne Wade, but also enjoying your experience on campus at Marquette University. Thank you so much, Kennedy, for joining us here today.
Thank you.
And this has been your College Scholarship Month Spotlight with Marquette University right here on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
This Associated Bank Sports Center update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel. The Milwaukee Bucks lost a close game Wednesday night, 111-110 against the Charlotte Hornets. Giannis Antetokounmpo did not play, sitting out with a knee injury. Doc Rivers after the loss.
Yeah, I just didn't think the ball moved much. Even when we did get downhill, we took tough in-between jump shots all night. But I think our team, this is a good lesson for us, too. I think we could see a lot of things that we could have done better.
The Bucks will come back home and be in action tomorrow night with a 7 p.m. tip against the Charlotte Hornets in Cup Night action. And tonight on Thursday Night Football, the 2-7 New York Jets take on the 7-2 New England Patriots in an AFC East showdown. Kickoff is at 7:15 on Amazon Prime. This True Sports Update was brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
We have some updates that I want to get out there, about some follow-ups on a few stories that we've been talking about right here on the Tory Lowe Show, right here in the city. They're saying that the Milwaukee man that is, he was on the run from the fatal shooting of a 16-year-old. This 16-year-old was the nephew of Milwaukee Alderman Mark Chambers. They said they found him in Oklahoma. We got some audio on this if you're listening. A lot of people on social media was trying to find him. You know, they had that reward out for him. I told him to get that reward before Christmas. I told him for the arrest and conviction, get that money. And now he's been caught. We got some news on this. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. Let's listen.
Just listen. That's the sound of a shooter unloading his gun from inside an apartment near 79th and Hampton back on October 20th. A week later, Milwaukee police identified the shooter as 37-year-old Martell Hare. A criminal complaint says when a woman told Hare he should leave the apartment after something he said, Hare left the room. She told police he then returned with a gun and started shooting the three teenagers, quote, for no reason. 16-year-old Marquise Champion, the nephew of Milwaukee Alderman Mark Chambers Jr., died on scene. A 17-year-old boy and an 18-year-old man were also hurt, but survived. Though police identified Hare as their suspect, they could not find him until Wednesday. The U.S. Marshals arrested Hare nearly 900 miles away in Norman, Oklahoma. The Marshals tell Fox 6 they tracked him to a home there and that Hare tried running away but was arrested shortly after. That's notable because search warrants obtained by Fox 6 show Hare's family told police they thought he'd shoot at officers that were looking for him. In a statement Wednesday, Alderman Chambers called the news a huge relief for his family, adding, quote, "We want justice for Marquise, and we also don't want the suspect to be at large and in a position to harm someone else."
All right, that's one down, and we got another one. I think that they're finally saying that they have in a situation where there was a young child that lost their life, found unresponsive last week over there on 29th and Concordia. Milwaukee police said they arrested a 34-year-old woman in the death. We got some video on this, some audio on this. This is something that we got to make sure that we're doing, and people are responding. Anytime you bring harm to innocent life, you got to go down. And this shows that people are, giving information. They found him in Oklahoma. Somebody said something. We got to make sure that we are not allowing negative people that are able to harm people to thrive in our community. I don't even see how he got to Oklahoma. I wonder who gave him the vehicle. Did he have his own car? Did he just take off and drive down there? But I always tell people, is somebody always willing to help a fool that didn't cause harm to innocent life? And that was one of my things for next year. We got to put the foot down on folks that's harming innocent life. We got to get these people off the street. But we got the story of this young child was found unresponsive near 29th and Concordia. They have somebody in custody. Let's listen.
Complete, utter disregard for human life. That's what a search warrant filed in the case of a 3-year-old boy's death says about the circumstances surrounding the injuries that killed him. Dequarius Berry died Thursday morning after first responders discovered him unresponsive at a home near 29th and Concordia.
Wow.
According to the warrant, it's his mother who called 911 Thursday morning. It says she left Berry in the care of her boyfriend while she went to drop her other kids off at school. When she got back, the warrant says she found the boy, quote, on the floor, lying on his back and foaming from his mouth.
Wow.
The warrant also says her boyfriend was still there.
That's not right, man.
Investigators say Berry was rushed to Children's Wisconsin, where he later died. And it was the staff there that discovered a large hemorrhage in his abdomen, which the warrant says would have been caused by non-accidental trauma.
That's horrible.
Police say a 34-year-old woman was taken into custody Monday night, and PD records show that woman was arrested on a recommended charge of child neglect, causing death.
So something happened with his abdomen. It's abuse. I mean, I understand that, but did somebody punch him in the stomach? You know, so that's a hard somebody. All right, so here we go. And when I talk about moving into 2026, this is why I say it's one thing to want to help somebody that's doing the right thing. But when the wrong thing takes place, you got to do the opposite. You got to shut off the switch and say, okay, I'm not giving you any help. If we can take this mentality, do not bring harm to innocent life, into 2026, it'll help the community tremendously. And that's not asking too much. And I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about black, white, Hispanic, everybody. Like, we got to have this as the main focus in moving forward, because soon as these people harm life, somebody think that they got to take up for them, or they try to find a way to assist them in their mess. And this is what's been making me sick since I started my advocacy. Because now you're putting yourself in harm's way for somebody else's irresponsibility. And you don't have to do that. You don't have to put yourself in harm's way and jeopardizing what you have, because you weren't even a part of it. Unless you were part of it. You know, some of y'all, y'all got that mentality where y'all, maybe out here doing things y'all ain't supposed to do. Maybe you do need to go to jail. But at the end of the day, the new code on the street gotta be, you cannot put harm to innocent life. If somebody tell me something about no snitching one more time, that's gang culture, that's criminal culture, that's thug culture. Village culture is to protect the innocent life. Community culture is to protect the innocent life. That's all I'm going to say about that. I hate to say that the mind frame of the community has dropped down to where people be saying free Lil Ray Ray, free Hector, or free somebody, free Lil Johnny, knowing that they did wrong. That's stupidity. And it's time to put a foot down on it. It's always free these dum-dums for harming innocent life until it's somebody close to your family that's being harmed. Now you want the community to come and shake the doors and stomp the streets for your loved one. Okay. I said what I had to say on that. What else do we got, Andrew? What we got? What we moving on to? No. Yeah, what's the next? What's the Waukesha man? Hey, I'll say this. Now, and then I'll go on to the next story. If I hear somebody in 2026, if I get out here in the community and I'm dealing with a situation, and I run into somebody that's harboring somebody, I'm going to press for you to go to prison. I want you to go to prison too. If we find out that you was harboring somebody that was out here harming innocent life, I'm a flip it on you. I want you to go to jail too. Like this Waukesha man sentenced to life in prison. There's a Waukesha man that was sentenced to life in prison for his girlfriend. He didn't know how to let go. He didn't know how to walk away. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got video. Let's listen.
I am the only victim here. I'm the one being murdered.
Matthew Paul maintained his innocence and told the court his girlfriend Stephanie Pavlons died by suicide.
We still loved each other and would have taken a bullet for each other.
Paul's 8-day trial ended last week with convictions. It took a jury less than an hour to find Paul guilty of homicide and hiding a corpse.
He killed her and he left her to rot in the woods as if she was roadkill.
Paul killed Pavlons and hid her body along Gulf Road in the town of Delafield back in 2022. Her remains were found 17 days later. Paul never reported Pavlons missing. Prosecutors admit their case was circumstantial. Pavlons' cause of death was never determined.
There's a history of domestic violence going back, and the history continued for Ms. Pavlons' entire dating history.
Prosecutor Christy Gordon read a statement from Paul and Pavlons' daughter, Layla Pavlons.
You took an innocent woman's life and hurt so many people. I hope you rot in jail.
The state also brought up Paul's past criminal history, but ultimately Judge Ralph Ramirez pointed to Paul's own words at sentencing.
A tyrannical fascist dictator government
as a key factor in his ruling. Ramirez sentenced Paul to life in prison without the possibility of release for the homicide conviction and 7.5 years in prison for hiding Pavlons' body.
What you have exhibited to me, this is what I consider to be narcissistic behavior.
Hey, now, I've been dealing with domestics for a long time. Usually there's a history there. This guy, and even in death, even in trial, he's still trying to act like he had nothing to do with it. Man, come on now. We have enough examples of people that have went to the extreme and lying and have caused harm to people. And like I said, when I say don't let nobody do harm to innocent life, it's not just aimed at no color. It's all colors. I'm talking about black, white, Hispanic, Asian, anybody. This is universal. If we all as a people, as a humankind, can go by that one rule, the world is going to be a better place. And I'm going to keep pushing that narrative because I don't know who pushed the no snitching, but it only gave a cover for criminals. Only criminals can thrive. When loved ones come up harmed, the whole family is affected, and the criminal getting away because you want to participate in some BS, not telling. And I'm not saying if you came up with the crime with somebody, like if both of y'all came up with the crime and you tell, that's a criminal mind frame. The criminal that put the plan together, that's the snitch. You're confusing what a snitch is. Me and you go rob the bank, you get caught, I get away, and you tell on me. That's the snitch. I was in the meeting, I planned it with you, I got caught, I told on you. That is what a snitch is. A person that don't have nothing to do with it, that saw what happened, that's a resident, his job and his duty is to protect the public safety of his community and his family. I understand what I'm saying. Well, look, when we come back, We'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. We got to pay some bills. Stay locked in.
You are listening to the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
So let me ask you, when the government, and again, I'm doing the air quotes, tightens the belt, who's standing underneath the belt when it snaps back?
This is The Truth Unfiltered with Denise Thomas and Dr. Ken Harris.
Don't want you to agree. Honestly, should I be transparent? I don't really care if you agree. I, like you, want to be heard.
Sundays starting at 7 on 620 WTMJ and Mondays at 6 on 101.7 The Truth.
What is a DJ? Do we just play music? Maybe some are that simple. For me, I create memories that last a lifetime. I'm always thinking about how songs connect. I read the room. Every event is an open canvas, a new world. So what's a DJ when you hire me? I'm a vibe architect, a curator of euphoria, a guaranteed good time.
I know you want me every day, not only when you're lonely.
Whether you have a wedding, festival, corporate event, or any other special occasion, get your free consultation with DJ Remaniac today.
Trailblazer.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
The Humane Animal Welfare Society, HAWS, believes in keeping pets healthy and families together. No one should have to choose between rent and veterinary care. The Wellness Clinic at Hawes Animal Shelter in Waukesha offers important basics of dog and cat care to our community. Pet owners can schedule general exams, sick visits, receive vaccinations, even get preventatives and nail trims. Appointments are available weekdays and can be scheduled by calling 262-542-8852. Contact Hawes of Waukesha today for your pet's care.
Students learn best when they can put their knowledge into action. JA's Stock Market Challenge teaches high school students how to analyze stocks and how current events impact value. Thanks to RSM, our partner that makes this program possible. It's just one of many ways JA brings learning to life. To learn more, visit wisconsin.ja.org.
Tired of having the wool pulled over your eyes? US Cellular is offering 4 lines for $90 a month with your choice of 4 of the latest phones for free. No trade-in or hidden requirements. US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. I want to talk about this because yesterday we had a powerful conversation on THC. And I'm doing my little homework. Pretty soon, I'm gonna have next week. I want to unveil some of my findings when it comes to this THC because it was new to me yesterday. How they got THC in the drink. I haven't tried it. I haven't drunk one of them, but I know where they at. Okay, I might do it over the weekend when I'm off the air. When I'm off Saturday, maybe I'll try to see what's going on. But I want to talk about this hemp store owner's fears. He fearing the federal ban would wipe out products from the shelves. I guess now this House representative he's on a tirade now to make sure that he continues to talk about banning THC in the state of Wisconsin. This hemp store owner, they fear the ban would take them out of business, take all his products off the shelf. And this is where I say, hey, if you outside and they got these items out here, you may have to go and switch up the game, switch up your game out here on the streets. You may want to try to, not take penitentiary chances if it's legal. That's my suggestion. That's just my suggestion. But people that own in these hemp stores that got these products in it, now that this representative up in Madison going crazy with the situation that happened in Milwaukee where there was 2 women that were out of house that were, friends, one black, one white, and the white woman was killed, and they want justice, and they should want justice, and they should get justice. And if that person reacted in a way where it caused harm to innocent life, that person should be up under the jail. But at this point, I think that this House representative that's up in Madison, he just saw the story, and they said that THC was involved. They was smoking weed before the incident, and now he going crazy. And I'll say this: a lot of people get high, they use drugs. When they're in those drugged up states, they commit crimes and things like that. So that means everything should be up for question if this is the action that he's trying to take. But we got video on the hemp store owners. They fear that this ban will wipe out products from the shelves. Let's listen.
All of the products are made right here in the state of Wisconsin.
CBD and THC products come in all forms at Kelly's Greens in Wauwatosa. Desserts, gummies, and drinks, to name a few.
We also offer a full series of seltzers.
But Erin Kelly fears a federal ban.
Every single product in here would be outlawed.
Would put her out of business and force her customers to cross state lines where marijuana is legal.
So are we saying that a mother giving her child CBD because there is a trace amount of THC, a plant that has been grown in this country for thousands of years and helped millions of people, that's a crime? I don't think so.
Back in 2018, the federal farm bill made it legal to sell and buy hemp-derived THC products, so long as they contain less than 0.3% of THC. Flash forward to today, and the federal spending bill would limit that to 0.4 milligrams.
It would eliminate CBD products even if there are no euphoric effects, because our CBD tincture has 0.3% of THC or less in order to make it effective medicine. And so removing that, it would destroy the product and it would no longer be effective.
I would say you guys took a gamble when you decided to open up your hemp businesses.
State Representative Jim Pivovarczyk is a Republican who represents parts of Washington County.
It's kind of become the wild, wild west here in Wisconsin.
He supports the federal effort to wipe out hemp-derived THC products. The push comes 1 month after he authored a bill to do the same thing at the state level. What concerns do you have with people using these products, such as THC, that can get them high?
With that loophole, products that contain these THCs, 8 and 10, are being allowed in gummies, in vapes. Product seltzers are being sold in gas stations, and our children have access to it. And quite honestly, my number one priority is the protection of our children.
While Representative Pivovarczyk calls it a public safety issue for children and drivers, Kelly considers it a health remedy she believes customers shouldn't have to go without.
Prohibition doesn't work. Please do not take these products away that help us sleep, relieve pain, and inflammation.
If this is signed into law by President...
Hey, I'll say this. They got the trap house. They got the legal trap house. You know, y'all talk about meet me in the trap. You might get there and it might look like this lady. You know what I mean? They got the THC cracking. And if because I just found out about it yesterday, and now they trying to ban it. So, hey, I say I don't know nobody... Or I only know a few people that own a hemp store that's black. You know, I know probably, let's say, personally, about 5 people. Yeah. Yeah, it's 5 people. Yeah, because it's spread it out. It's spread it out. And what I'm saying is these stores are under attack because of the THC element, and people not driving all the way to Illinois to get that feeling. These people have, like I guess, like the representative said, they took a gamble But that was a good game. It's legal. Okay. Hey, I don't know. When I hear this story, I'm like, okay, well, if they got products out here, some of y'all out here that's running around taking penitentiary chances, y'all need to switch y'all game up. That's what I thought. Before they shut it down. But if that's not the case, then we need our representatives to fight. They've saying they want to legalize weed, but THC is already going. So what is that? I mean, ain't the goal of smoke weed is to get the THC? So whether you receive it in a different way or not, it's still you think there's a different effect from smoking it or just chewing it in gummies? Okay, you said smoking and make you look cooler. I don't know. But if they got this going on, a lot of y'all need to really reevaluate how y'all getting down out here. That's all I'm saying. It seemed like it's just they about to shut it down. Because yesterday we had people, from the outskirts calling in to the show, trying to give us the tips. They was trying to give you the game. Hopefully y'all writing down. Y'all can always go back and replay the show on YouTube. And, go to get the 101.7 The Truth app and go and get a pencil and write down what people would be talking about. Because I'm telling you, it's a lot of game that went out yesterday, and now they trying to ban the whole concept the next day. We talked about it yesterday, and now this representative and now the store owners are saying that if they do pass the THC ban, just THC, it's going to shut down a lot of these stores. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Come in with straight truth.
Everything got a message. I'll say this. Y'all can't be tired if y'all still messing with the negative energy. Every day I get on and say, the power of the tongue. Impulsive negative thoughts, reacting. And these kids watching you reacting all wild and crazy. The programming you watching on TV. The music. And now, like Security Mike said, it's popular to pop somebody. It's popular now. And these kids coming back to somebody's house. They coming to eat a meal at somebody's house. They hanging out with somebody in the neighborhood who got a house, who paying the rent. They hanging out with you. They may be your relative. They may be your buddy. That social acceptance is there. Understand what I'm saying? So when we really tired, we gonna cut it off. We gonna stop it.
Tune in to all your favorite 101.7 The Truth shows all day, every day by downloading the Truth app.
At Educators Credit Union, they believe that every person should have the tools they need to achieve their dreams. Educators Credit Union is dedicated to helping our future leaders eliminate financial hurdles by providing 35 high school seniors a $2,000 scholarship every year. Applications open in January. Visit Educators Credit Union at ECU.com to learn more about how to apply. Educators Credit Union, insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required.
As a fellow veteran, we understand what it means to serve on a team. A suicide on a team is devastating and a real risk for veterans. If you or someone you know is struggling, reach out now. Reach out, WIS.org, for local resources available to you and your loved ones.
Paid for by Advancing a Healthier Wisconsin Endowment with support by the Medical College of Wisconsin, the War Memorial Center, and reachoutwis.org.
Breaking down the issues that shape our city and our future.
A talk. It's called the Senate Civil Suits for Unauthorized Data Seizures. And the continuing resolution that had to be voted on in order to open the government authorizes U.S. senators to file civil lawsuits against the U.S. government, including the Department of Justice, for up to $500,000 in damages per violation if federal law enforcement seizes or subpoenas their phone or other data without prior notification. Hold on, wait a minute. If you have been accused of a crime and there's evidence and probable cause, and the federal government or any investigating agency gets a warrant from a judge to seize your cell phone records, there's nothing you can do about that.
It's The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 to noon. Catch it live on YouTube or tune in to 1017 The Truth. You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 1017 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. A major boost to help students prepare for college in Milwaukee Public Schools. $46 million is going towards the Gear Up initiative, with funding from a federal grant along with local and national partnering organizations. Greater Milwaukee Executive Director Linnell Ramey.
We want to first make sure that all young people in the program have support. Support not just educationally, but socially and emotionally as well. Because we know all of those things are needed so you can grow and prosper long term.
Gear Up will support more than 4,000 MPS students starting in grades 4 through 7 and follow them into their first year of college. A Republican gubernatorial candidate is proposing sweeping changes to Wisconsin elections process. Under the plan proposed by Josh Schuman, the Wisconsin Elections Commission would be abolished, replaced by an elected official Schuman says would be held accountable by Wisconsin voters.
We're always better off having things in the hands of elected officials with good, competent public servants helping to administer.
Under the plan, all statewide elections would also be moved to the fall. Schuman says he fully expects the legal battle to play out.
It seems like lawfare is now the way forward, aside from the politics.
Governor Tony Evers signs an executive order that reduces red tape around emergency assistance. The order bypasses state rules under the Department of Children and Families, making it easier for low-income parents facing homelessness or other crises to apply. State officials will still verify eligibility, but can list hardship caused by the federal government shutdowns as a reason. Groups of 2 to 5 people may receive up to $1,200 or $220 per person in a group of 6 or more. This has been your news update. The Tory Lowe Show continues on the new 1017 The Truth.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And I want to talk about this situation that's going on right now. Remember last week, we talked about the detox center closing down. We had advocates come in and talk about 4,000 people that then went through the resource center may not have a place to go, the detox center. But then I look up and I see another situation of a clinic that's closing down. But now I say, hey, this one make me raise 2 eyebrows. If this one about to shut down, because we got a problem. City of Milwaukee STI clinic closes temporarily due to staffing woes. The STI clinic, the City of Milwaukee's sexual and reproductive health clinic, they saying that it's temporarily closed. Here we go. We got video if you're watching this. We broadcast live. Let's listen.
At the Keenan Health Center on Milwaukee's north side, it's usually filled with patients, but the doors to the SDI clinic are now closed.
We've actually been having challenges staffing our public health nurses in particular. These positions are critical to the roles.
The department says using temp services and reduced hours still weren't enough, forcing them to pause operations entirely.
We've had a couple resignations and reduction in available hours for staff that are here. That really led us to this moment.
This clinical is critical to our community.
Deputy Commissioner Jacqueline Brown says the city's now focused on the process of reopening the clinic, starting with 3 hiring events.
The first one will be November 18th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. The second one will be Friday, November 21st from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then the third one is December 1st from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
The clinic serves about 30 patients a day, sometimes with just 2 nurses on duty, far below what's needed. According to the Wisconsin Department of Health Services, Milwaukee County reported more than 15,700 STI cases in 2023, among the highest rates in Wisconsin.
Oh,
This temporary pause in services is really going to affect the community.
From an equity lens, Andrea Waters of Reproductive Justice Action says keeping care central and accessible is critical.
There are not a lot of other options for people to seek out, especially for affordable STI treatment.
While some programs inside the center like WIC, immunizations, and tuberculosis care will continue, STI testing and treatment services are now on hold.
It's very central to Milwaukee. It's accessible from all the neighborhoods. It's very important for this to be accessible in the community. So the fact that it is actually going to be temporarily paused is just a really major disappointment.
The city expects to update the reopening timeline by Thanksgiving week. Until then, residents can still get the same STI testing through community health partners nearby.
All right, well, I guess maybe they got some other clinics nearby. That's what they saying. But this is crazy because crucial clinics are being shut down, and thank God that this is just temporary. This may not be a 5 alarm right here. This may be just somebody may not get some attention in the next. They might. They might have to let it burn. I don't know what. Maybe they got to go down to another clinic, but, hey, they saying that 30 people a day was coming through. And they said so many people then already, had, needed some assistance. But I'm hopefully that they can get this remedy. Because the STD rates and all of this other stuff, anything that's open that's dealing with that, we need it. We need it ASAP. We need to have people being educated, when it comes to stuff like that. So salute to those that are working in these capacities that many times we forget about until it come up like this, something like this. STI situations are not being handled because it's a temporary closure. Hey, wrap it up. That's and they saying that may not be helpful in many situations. It's problems with. They say it's problems with that too, but it's at least better than doing nothing. What they saying in the chat? That clinic location was also a polling location for that area. It's not a coincidence. Oh wow, somebody's trying to say it may be some other things going on at the clinic. A polling area. Hey, this is what they saying. This is what Joycelyn saying in the chat. Sincere Running Ray Real says, STD, stop, there's danger. Laughing out loud. I'm just bringing it to you. I'm just telling you what's happening, and if y'all in the community, sometimes y'all gonna have to get it. Y'all gonna have to get out there and be about that action. Sir John says, hey, they might as well use Usher's Let It Burn as the music theme for the circumstances default. Hey, pause. Here we go. Let me go on to the next story. What we got next? Oh, community rallies around cancer survivor after a car theft in Milwaukee. There's a car theft of a cancer patient that people saying, hey, they don't care what you got nowadays. They just still in the vehicle. But they rallying around this situation. We got the audio, we got the video. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. Let's listen.
I don't know where my vehicle is. I don't know if it's out of state. I don't know if they chopped it up and hocked it.
We first met sinus cancer survivor Cassandra McGarry in October. Her livelihood on the line after someone stole her SUV at an event at Cathedral Square.
When I went for my keys from my box, I couldn't find them. And I turned around and looked, maybe I thought I left them in my car.
McGarry had been selling her homemade goods when she says a woman distracted her and a man got her keys and her car. The theft leaving McGarry in a lurch.
Is my livelihood. I have a side business called Cassandra's Homemade Goods, and that's what I use to transport all my heavy gear and my jars.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The fellow vendors at the Richfield Farmers Market heard the news and stepped in, collecting money and starting a GoFundMe to help McGarry get another car. Well, get this. It turns out she doesn't need one.
It felt like home. I missed it. That's my baby.
Milwaukee police tell us this 2007 Ford Expedition was found on Saturday, November 1st at around 1 o'clock in the morning near 15th and Beecher, unoccupied, and police say they're still searching for suspects.
I thought I was going to get it back damaged, and it's in perfect condition.
Police found her SUV at 15th and Beecher, and now it's back at McGarry's home in Cudahy. Her vehicle returned, but not her sense of safety.
Don't trust anybody, which is sad. You know, I have a lanyard now for my keys, and when I'm out in public, I keep them around my neck.
McGarry's still shaken, but grateful.
What was the first place you took your vehicle?
Honestly, just around a couple blocks. I didn't go far.
Look at God. Look at the community coming together. You know, and this is what we got to do. And I salute to the brothers and sisters on the front lines that deal with things like that take on these situations. She was old. She had she's a cancer survivor. She could have left the keys in the car. This is what this sounded like. She could have left the keys in the car, and they saw it, and the damage was minimal. They just went riding in it. But like I said, the damage was minimal. She got her car back. Plus, she got extra for the people that gave and came out and kind of infused her business during this time. And this is when I tell you, I don't know how many times I had to do call to actions for random things that took place with our elders and with innocent people that are getting caught up on things and kind of criminal type behavior situations going on. I'm telling you, this is what we got to do. We got to do more of things like this to make a happy ending. We got to create that turnaround. So I like that story. That was a good one. I appreciate the brothers and sisters that get out here and be about that action. That was a good story being about that action. But when we come back, a family wants justice. A mother was found shot in an alley, and the family is asking the community for help. And look, when we come back, we're going to have more discussion. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com. It's College Month on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth, and we want to help your young scholar get those free scholarship dollars. All month long, we'll be highlighting local organizations who help students find thousands of dollars in scholarships each year. So be sure to tune in to 101.7 The Truth's College Month so you can learn how your scholar can get those scholarship dollars. College Month on The Truth is sponsored by Marquette University and Educators Credit Union.
It's 101.7 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month. And get this, 0% interest for up to 6 years. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella Windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30 of 2025.
Wisconsin winters can be tough, and so are higher energy bills. The Community Advocates Milwaukee County Energy Assistance Program is ready to help you. Eligible Milwaukee County residents can receive help with their energy bills and weatherization benefits to keep you warm and help you manage your heating and electric bills. Schedule your personal appointment at keepwarmmke.org or call 414-270-4653. For more details about locations and hours of operation, go to communityadvocates.net. This program is administered by the State of Wisconsin Department of Administration.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hungry for something fresh and delicious? Get your favorites from Cousin Subs delivered straight to your door. From their freshly baked bread and hand-sliced meats and cheeses to their famous sides, crispy golden fries, Wisconsin cheese curds, or creamy mac and cheese. Every meal made to order and ready to go. Ordering is quick and easy online through the Cousins app, whether it's solo for the family or a spread for the whole crew. Let them bring it straight to you. Fast and fresh, Cousin Subs, we believe in better. Also, Truth Nation, now should, I guess we gotta wait. For that one. We're gonna wait. We're gonna be giving away an opportunity to be entered into our Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway this hour. So I'm gonna need y'all to stay locked in. But we got a family that's asking for justice, and I wanted to cover this story. There was a mother found shot in the alley, and the family says they know that somebody knows something, and they're looking for the community to come forward with some answers to help them resolve the situation. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got video. Let's listen.
I got a call saying they found my grandson running in the streets of Milwaukee.
It was Misty Raymond's first clue something was very wrong. Police putting out an alert with a photo of her grandson, who she's asked us not to identify. They had discovered the nonverbal child roaming the streets near 9th and Keefe. No shoes, no socks. His mother, Anaya Raymond, nowhere to be found.
I tried to reach out tonight to see where she was. He's autistic. Maybe he got out the house or something, but that wasn't the case. And from there, something in my spirit just told me to call the morgue.
What was it in your heart or your spirit to make you go there?
I was getting no answer from her.
And that's unusual?
Yes, very.
Just hours later, a woman found the boy's mother shot multiple times, dead in an alley near 41st and Hampton.
I saw the body, and of course, I took off running to call the police.
Those investigators still trying to identify the person who killed the mother of three.
Night was fun, loving, outgoing. She had a lot of friends here, a lot of people that loved her. And right now, just me and my family, we want answers.
What would you say to the person who is responsible?
Come forward. Just come forward.
Misty now left looking to the sky for any sign of her daughter.
We always had this thing, if I go before her and she go before me, that she would be birds. Any kind of bird, birds, just birds everywhere. Yeah.
Have you been clocking the birds lately?
Yes, I have.
Wow. I'll say this, if anybody have any information on this situation, please give the information up. Get these people off the street. You shot a woman and then dropped her child off in the alley. You know, it'll get better when we start saying enough is enough. Not just saying it, but showing it through action. His family's on the news asking for justice for a woman, a mother with child that was shot in the alley off of Hampton, or 41st and Hampton. Child was left over there by 9th and Keefe. Somebody know something. Somebody know. Let's push for justice for this family. sad situation. Sad situation. Once again, we cannot sit back and allow this type of mindset, this type of behavior to continue in our neighborhoods. We went this whole year. It was a lot of things that we had to deal with on this radio show. A lot of families came through. And now going into 2026, I'm going to need everybody in the community that want to see change to be about that action. If you're not looking in the mirror saying what you're about to do and how you're going to help, then you're not doing the right thing. You're not that's not what the mind frame got to be. We got to start looking at each other. We got to start saying, okay, we got to get back to making sure that we do our part to keep our community safe. And when you see things like this, it's just a horrible thing to see a mother and a child affected in a negative way. Maurice M in the chat, if she does not want you to let her go, oh, wow. I don't know. That he's probably participating in something in the chat. Maurice M goes on to say, taking someone's mother away from their child is a straight coward. Well, look, I got something that I want to talk about. I'm looking for an intro. I'm looking for an intro for the show. Yesterday, we played 2 songs that I made off AI that I use. That they got the AI artists now. So I figured, okay, let me see what AI can do, because I may have to get in the booth. I may have to do it. I may have to get back in there and do the intro. Or, some people in the chat saying keep the one you got. They like it. It's solid. But I got 2 new songs that I didn't put together from AI. This is AI that made these 2 songs. Yesterday, Truth Nation, they kind of came to the conclusion on song number 2, I think. Was that song number 2-1 yesterday? We don't know the name of these songs. These songs are just labeled Intro to Tory Lowe. So this is song number 1. What song is this? This is the one from yesterday. This is the one that won yesterday. Okay. Well, let's listen to a little bit.
Yo, it's your boy in the 414, fighting for justice and living my life from North Division to the radio.
North Division?
Spreading love and truth.
How did they know that?
Tory Lowe Show. We're taking it to the top. Social justice and the people got our back. Stop. From slum laws to discrimination, we're on the case. Tory Lowe Show, bringing change to the streets and the pace.
All right, that's good. It already won, so we don't have to listen to the whole. I like the beat, though. They said North Division. How they know I went to North Division? This AI something else. But these are the 2 new songs for today. I'm going to need people in the chat to see which song is going to win the intro I did, the AI Tory Lowe intro contest. What's song number 1? Let's listen. Okay. I like the clap. This is AI now.
Get a little thug, then we pull out the strap. Tory Lowe Show, so you know it's a wrap. Tell your fan to relax, we are bringing them back. The crown on his head and the shirt on his back. 1,000 doves fly over his path, we build it on facts. From the home of the pack, my brother Tory Lowe got the world on his back, we built it on facts. From the home of the pack, my brother Tory Lowe got the world on his back,
Hey! They said the home of the Packers. How they know I was a big Packer fan? This AI. Oh, wow. Josh says the song said North Division. For the first time, the one from yesterday said from North Division. This one right here, run it back a little bit more. Just so people can just in case they wanted to. It was short.
1.
Here we go. This is the new one. This is the intro. This is a new intro. I like the clap.
Get a little thug.
Little thug.
Pull out the strap. Tory
How they
Lowe
knew how
show,
I came
so
up?
You know it's a wrap. Tell your fan to relax.
Oh, wow.
We are bringing them back. The crown
Yeah,
on
they've
his
been watching
head
my
and
video.
the shirt on his back. 1,000 doves fly over his path. We build it on facts. From the home
Not
of
the
the
strap.
pack. My brother Tory Lowe got the world on his back. We built it on facts. From the home of the pack. My brother Tory Lowe got the world on his back. I mean,
that's too gangster. He's just pulling out straps. Then he said the home of the Packers. They mean packing or the Packers? I'm confused now. I don't know. At first I thought he meant like from the home of the pack, the Green Bay Packers. But now that he said the strap and the packing, I don't know. Maybe it's a triple entendre. Nah, they what they saying in the chat? Nah, that ain't it. That's too gangster. It's like, I don't know. Why did they even make it like that? I mean, we just said just make a song and now talking about pulling out pistols and stuff. What's going on? I mean, man. So what we got next? What's the next song we got? Okay. Song number 2.
I like this one, Tory.
Tory Lowe Show.
Okay.
It's the Tory Lowe Show. It's the Tory Lowe Show. Tory Lowe Show.
Now this is AI now.
Tory Lowe Show. It's the Tory Lowe Show. It's the Tory Lowe Show. Tory Lowe Show. We about to get lit. It's the Tory Lowe Show.
Okay.
Everybody get up. Let's go. We about to turn up. It's a go. It's the Tory Lowe Show. We about to get lit.
Somebody said it's great for traumatized mothers.
Everybody get up.
Oh, wow.
Let's go. We about to turn up.
Oh, wow.
It's the Tory Lowe Show.
Not really a city girl say it's okay. As he says, I like the North Division.
Tory Lowe Show.
All right, well, that was, which one? I mean, one of the gangster one is out. Because he was talking about, it came out too hard. I'm from Fifth Street, but he ain't got to go that deep. He ain't got to pull out the pistols or nothing. We ain't trying to do that. We trying to get the people that pulled out the pistols off the street. That's misusing the pistol. So I guess by default, the second one. We got somebody crossing in the chat says none of them. Kawana says nope. The one from yesterday is it. That's all. The rest is trash. In your Tory Lowe voice. You might want to go to the studio instead, bro. We trying to get. They say we gotta, explore AI. I mean, I'm just trying to see what AI can do. They said the one from yesterday, the Tory Lowe with the North Division, they like that one. Hey, all right, well, we gonna take notes. I'm gonna keep y'all up to date on this AI because they saying AI is starting to take over. All the beats, everything came from AI. I just clicked one button and this is what they did. Some of y'all producers about to go out of business, man. Damn. Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to be joined by advocate Arthur Elizabeth Brown, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tracy, going back to the process, and as it relates specifically to the partnership that Old National Bank has with Housing Resource, what does the process consist of when coming through this program?
It's a referral process. We work with clients that first-time homeowners that may not have the counseling that they need. They may not have the equity, the down payment that they need. So we refer them to our partners like HRI or Housing Resources, Inc., because we recognize that those organizations, they have the resources. They have the tutorial documentation and all of those things that are necessary for first-time homeowners that don't know the process, may not know the system, may not know what's required for home ownership. So working with Housing Resources, Inc. and other partnerships that we have like through WIDA has been very, very advantageous, not only for us, but also the organizations, but also for the community.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Here is Kyle Wallace with his truth.
Truth Nation, I guess I've officially graduated from big bro to unk status, at least according to my little cousin. That's what he said. Now, at first I pushed back a little bit, and I was offended by the assertion that I was old enough to be unk. But after a little thought, y'all, I actually embraced the label of being unk and the responsibility which comes with being quote-unquote unk. See, as unk, I think it's my duty to look out for and support the youth and young cats coming up after me. Embrace the role as being a mentor and role model and aim to protect our kids at all costs. With the news cycle always seemingly being negative towards the youth, we need to take it back upon ourselves to change the narrative and uplift our youth. Our kids are so much more than fights, stolen cars, Kia boys, or acting a fool in public. We can't allow a small population of children to depict who our kids really are in the city of Milwaukee. You have to resist the urge to want to bash our kids and be so quick to pass judgment or disparage the youth. And we gotta stop acting as if we were not once in their shoes, making poor decisions, having regrets. I know we have all been there. Now, regardless of how funny it may sound to say YN, don't label our kids that. That is far from a term of endearment, and we have to remember you become what people call you. If someone calls you dumb over and over and over again, you may start believing that you are dumb, and you may start having self-doubt in oneself. Don't put that type of self-hating energy on our youth, Milwaukee. We need to call them YKs and YQs for young kings and young queens, even when they might frustrate you. Remember, they are still only kids. With the summer being here, there is no better time to encourage them to aspire to be great. Give them positive reinforcement. Give them positive affirmation until we get it through their minds on who they really are and what they can become. An unstoppable force of greatness.
Listen to Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace weekdays from noon to 1 p.m.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, brought to you by FidelityWealthManagement.com. All-time tennis great Serena Williams is channeling her competitive spirit into investing. But this is nothing new for Williams. Williams tells Bloomberg that being a part of business and finance was something she's carried with her through her playing days on the tennis court.
You know, it wasn't for me just about going out there and hitting tennis balls and winning. Obviously, that was the biggest part of it, but it was also really about being a business, being an entrepreneur. And at the time, when I was doing all this, there was lots of things and lots of people saying that you have to focus only on tennis, that you can't do other things, you can't have this other stuff, you can't be an entrepreneur, you can't think about other businesses, you really just have to do tennis. And I pushed that envelope and I said, you know what, that's not me.
Serena Williams speaking to Bloomberg at the American Business Forum in Miami recently. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This Associated Bank Sports Center update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel. The Milwaukee Bucks lost a close game Wednesday night, 111-110 against the Charlotte Hornets. Giannis Antetokounmpo did not play, sitting out with a knee injury. Doc Rivers after the loss.
Yeah, I just didn't think the ball moved much. Even when we did get downhill, we took tough in-between jump shots all night. But I think our team, this is a good lesson for us, too. I think we can see a lot of things that we could have done better.
The Bucks will come back home and be in action tomorrow night with a 7 p.m. tip against the Charlotte Hornets in Cup Night action. And tonight on Thursday Night Football, the 2-7 New York Jets take on the 7-2 New England Patriots in an AFC East showdown. Kickoff is at 7:15 on Amazon Prime. This True Sports Update was brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, I need y'all to open up your ears Now's your chance to be our one call. That's all. Gruber Law Office 5K entry winner for the day. That's right. Be entered in to win $5,000, courtesy of Gruber Law Office. Be caller number 10 right now at 833-212-1017, and you will be entered in to win $5,000, courtesy of Gruber Law Office right here on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Caller number 10 at 833-212-1017 will be entered in to win our Gruber Law Office 5K entry today. All right. Okay, we got Liz. Joining me on the lines is advocate and author Elizabeth Brown. How you doing, Queen?
Salute, King. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, Queen. Hey, look, we discussed so many things on the show today, but what I do want to talk about, there was a story out of Washington, D.C. where they said there's a 12-year-old girl going around robbing people. Pulling out the scrap, trying to get her hustle on. And it made me ask a question, because all year we have things going on with the teens between the age of 12 and 15. And sometimes I wonder what has the most influence on their behavior. Is it the parent? Is it the environment, the peer pressure, or all of the above?
All of the above, of course. Because, you think about it. You're a perfect example that it's all of the above. Because, again, the odds that you were dealt, you could have been not an advocate of helping, but an advocate of hurting. You understand what I'm saying? So the reality of that is, again, everybody know somebody who came from a good home, but the environment drew them out. Again, the things that they was listening to, their friends, peer pressure. I mean, you name it, family members, things that you seen that you thought were exciting. You got out there and you tried it. So again, it's not just how you was raised, because you could have been raised righteous. I myself come from a 2-parent home. It's 4 of us. 2 of us decided, to do certain things, and the other 2 decided to do other things. Again, at the end of the day, you have to have a well-rounded community. And even when you have everything you need, sometimes your calling in your life, you take a whole nother path. But at the end of the day, you can't just place that blame nowhere. So again, it is all of the above. And at the end of the day, you show me a person who ain't came out and made some type of mistakes, and I'll be able to give you $1 million. The reality is, it's a well-rounded idea, and everybody is involved in how our children turn out, just like everything is involved how we turn out, or how we're continuing to live even as adults. When we're not only talking about children, we're talking about adults as well, and how the community plays a part on how we tend to do certain things. So with that being said, all of the above is the bottom line.
Okay. Well, like I said, because we talk about all year, what do we need to do? Because many times they say, well, why do you talk about neighborhood development and things like that? Because that's the environment. You want to create an environment that exposes the children to multiple ideas and concepts that they can deal with and kind of help them in their development. But then you also got to look at peer pressure, because now with social media, if somebody's bullying you or somebody's taunting you, it's around the clock now, because they have to respond to the peer pressure online. Many times we have to go up to the schools where the kids are putting videos up online and things with the kids. And so it's like the peer pressure is running high. So then you got the parents that many times a lot of situations fall in the cracks. If you're busy, if you're working, if you're still trying to develop economics with the family, and so things can take place out of your that you're probably not aware about. But then you got some parents that like to drink and smoke and do things with the kids as well. So it's like you said, I would say all of the above, because there's so many factors,
and it is
in the equation.
And there is, and you will be oblivious to think that just because you did everything right, that everything gonna turn out right. It's the farthest thing from the truth. Okay, like I stated, the environment has a lot to do with it. Peer pressure has a lot to do with it. Again, when we looking at TikTok and we looking at all of these challenges that's going on, you see old folks, you see young
Right.
folks who are being influenced. When we talk about the agenda of the bot ideologies, it's old folks, young folks. I mean, there is no age or no stature. It's rated E. Everybody can get influenced. It just the reality is, do we have the community that even if somebody did turn and do something that they didn't have no business doing, do we have the structure again, like me and you stated when we were talking about human sex trafficking, when we're talking about individuals returning home for the non-violent drug offenses? Do we have the stability so when they come home that we're able to uplift, promote, and put them in a position to win? And that again is still the total idea. So anytime you try to group it and put it in a box and saying that it's this one thing and that all of these influences don't matter and it's just the parents, again, educate yourself because it's the farthest thing from the truth.
All right. Also, there was a situation that we had on the Pop Culture Report, and I wish I had Elizabeth Brown on the Pop Culture Report today, because there was a woman, Queen Key Sparks. I don't know her music. I mean, because obviously it may not be cracking like that, but her conversation about dealing with a situation in relationships kind of got on my radar. That's
Okay.
what's getting her the attention. She said that, would you stay if a partner cheats but still provides? I want you to hear the audio. I don't know if you heard the audio, but I want you
I
to hear what
haven't.
she had to say. You heard it? Did you hear what she had
I
to say?
haven't.
Okay,
No.
let's hear what she had to say.
Oh, she's so dumb. She let him cheat. Nah, let me tell y'all how this work. If a motherfucker can carry your dumb ass, yeah, you gonna let him cheat, bitch, respectfully. And if you got anything to say, you gotta go. Fuck you talking about? Y'all be thinking, nah, doing their job. It's your job. It's your job to shut the fuck up and get your cheated on. You bring any problems, who taking care of your ass?
We got the point.
Yo,
we got the point. But he said, if you're a part of this bad B culture and you need somebody to take care, you just need to be quiet and let that person do whatever he got to do. If he cheat. If he cheat. Be quiet and shut up. It's like this kind of toxic, kind of poison mentality. It's like it's getting worse. Also, I'll let you answer the question, but you know that saying 6'7", and they do their hands like, a lot of
Yeah.
kids on TikTok. That's demonic because the rapper that started it is a demonic rapper now.
Absolutely.
So it's like, what are they doing here with a lot of this TikTok? She's saying that, hey, if he taking care of you, you got to take it.
Again, and they always allow the black face spewing hate, divide, separation. I think it's pure ignorance. I don't think you don't have the right. Again, first of all, if you fit, because I mean, technically, anybody who call themselves cheating is only cheating themselves out of something. Okay, you not hurting the other person. You devouring your own body. You devouring your own spirit. The reality is, if you don't want a person, don't be with them. You don't stay nowhere. My thing is, understand that now in 2025 and we selling into 2026, you have to understand that your energy is your currency and that you shouldn't spend your currency nowhere where it's not respected. Okay? So the reality of that is when you have these individuals who talking about cheating, beating, stealing, and killing, that is of the old. So what's happening now, you seeing a lot of people, really backing up from social media. Anybody who is on the elevation level is really not paying attention because the agenda been put out here. It's always something negative, and they always allow that individuals that look like us to spew this vile, low self-esteem, ignorant rhetoric. So since I've been on the AI app, I got banned on TikTok for pushing black love, black man, woman, and child. For the last 3 days, I've been trying to create with AI, uplifting the black man, woman, and child video, rap, whatever. And I'm being flagged stating that it's too racy and that I can't do it. But soon as I said a rap that uplifts and promotes love for the white man, woman, and child, they gave me a rap. Okay? So
Can
with
we see
that
the
being
rap?
said,
Can we look at the rap? I'm gonna play the rap. I need to play it. I need to play the
oh,
video.
okay. Please do.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's
definitely
wild.
play it. However, they refuse to allow me to push the black man, woman, and child and us embracing and being able to heal and rebuild.
Oh wow.
So again, it's an agenda and I wouldn't buy into it.
Well, look, when we come back, Elizabeth Brown, I want to get your final thoughts on the show today. Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. It's College Month on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, and we want to help your young scholar get those free scholarship dollars. All month long, we'll be highlighting local organizations who help students find thousands of dollars in scholarships each year. So be sure to tune in to 1017 The Truth's College Month so you can learn how your scholar can get those scholarship dollars. College Month on The Truth is sponsored by Marquette University and Educators Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
It's 1017 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month. And get this, 0% interest for up to 6 years. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella Windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30 of 2025.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
Host an unforgettable outing and create special memories with your crew at a Milwaukee Bucks game. Groups of 10 or more can score ticket savings, block seating, and take part in special activities on game days. Showcase your team's talents on center court, score a high five from the pros, and more. There are great options for groups of all sizes. Start planning your ultimate Bucks basketball game day experience today at bucks.com/groups. That's bucks.com/groups.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Every child deserves a school that sees their brilliance, a place that believes in who they can become. At Milwaukee College Prep, we set the bar high with strong character, high expectations, and academic excellence. Starting as early as age 3, MCP scholars continue to outperform their peers across Milwaukee because they believe in every child can achieve greatness. And the best part is tuition free. If you're looking for a school that partners with you, challenges your child, and prepares them for college and beyond, visit MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com, because Milwaukee College Prep is where brilliance begins. Elizabeth Brown, hey, I want to get your final thoughts.
I mean, again, powerful as always. The conversations that we've been having since the Tory Lowe show started about, America know how everything plays a part. This is why, we've been under attack from every side. When we talk about, not owning none in our own communities, when we talk about the poor schooling, when we're talking about, the setup of us being the face of everything that's bad. It plays a part. It's a melting pot. And we have to make sure that, again, you talked about the elders earlier. If we can get together and see these individuals building certain things, why can't we build a community center? Okay, that not only strictly for the elders, but again, a lot of times they need places to meet, and our children do too. Uh, get a community center where there's a daycare in it, where the older people can watch the kids, because it's just something about a child's laughter, to hear the kids play, that just breathe life into you. And again, we're in it's a pivotal time, because we're seeing all levels in just the last couple of months, how everybody in our community, from the deaths of babies that black women are having, the death rate, just going into the hospital, not being taken care of or listened to like they supposed to, the conversation we've been having about the black man being the most violated and the black woman being the most violated, and then here we are talking about the children, when you have two of the most endangered, disrespected, and harmed individuals. I don't know what we expecting for our children. The reality is, if we can't um, heal the hood, um, and become the neighbor and put it back into the hood to raise our children, to give ourselves what it is that we need, with the Tory Lowe slogan that if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot. When we have those type of conversations, when we get out of the gang bang mentality of the no snitching code, knowing that certain things is damaging the community. One thing for sure and two for certain, we're all getting older. And the reality is, the children that we didn't take care of is not going to take care of us. So when you hear individuals speaking about, F them kids, okay, know that if you are blessed to become an elder, who going to take care of you?
Hey.
It's a cycle of life. What goes up have to come down, and a lot of times those who are spewing the vile hate, the vile on purpose neglect, I just, again, in this life, uh pray that somebody find mercy on you, but in totality, your show every day is something powerful. It's a conversation that we have to have, and we on the other side of what used to be. And I'm just a true believer that the harder they going with the negativity, the higher we have to go with the positivity. And so today I say salute to everybody who is trying to do something good who is being fed every day with the negativity. Don't get trapped. Don't get distracted. It's our time. What was right side, I mean upside down, we're turning it right side up. So with that being said, continue to reveal, release, forgive, rebuild the black man, woman, and child, and we gonna get it together, King. So I'm here
Hey,
for it, whatever that look like.
hey, look, I'll say this: the new programming is social media,
Absolutely.
and like I said, that one trend that's going around 6'7", 6'7". At first, I was like, "What is 6'7"? What does it mean?" And then
It don't go together. But
but what I'm saying is, I started looking at the rapper that started it,
absolutely.
and he's demonic.
Absolutely.
He talk about
Absolutely.
sacrificing mice, animals in his rap.
Satanism.
Yeah, he's talking about Satanism. He's an open person that
Absolutely.
believes in that kind of ritual, and he's talking about it. And so that's where it came from.
Absolutely.
So,
but you know what?
When people start to understand that the new programming is now right on these phones, and you got to be even more careful of trends now, because you don't even nobody knew what it was. It just looks like something that everybody's just saying, and people just going along with it, and we just like, okay, 6'7". We've been saying 5, 6, 7 our whole life. What is it?
Come on.
And so now we finding out the method to the madness behind it.
And again, they're gonna go to the most innocent, which is our children, because every word we use is a spell, and they know that. However, when you know better, you doing better, and we doing better. And I don't claim it. Again, we know that when God move, the devil move, but he ain't got no wins. We victorious, we resilient, we always have, we always will be. And at the end of the day, like I said, a lot of brain dead to die. R.I.P. With that being said, salute King. It's Thursday. I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. Let's get it.
All right. Thank you for tapping in, Queen, as usual.
Hey,
appreciate
salute.
you for being on the front lines. I'll talk to you soon.
Let's get it. One love.
All right, salute to everybody in the chat. Look, another powerful chat today. Salute to everybody that called in, added to the content today. Salute to everybody out there in radio land that tuned into the show. Hey, we got to get even more active and become more aware every day. The programming is real. That's why we have these conversations, so we can put it out there to break it down. A lot of youth, a lot of young people listen to the Tory Lowe show, and I appreciate that. But we got a lot more work to do in 2026, so we got to get the plan ready now, so when we go into 2026, we armed and ready. Understand what I'm saying? Hey, look, keep your head on a swivel. Green don't always mean go, and look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you. Dr. Ken Harris, up next.